and welcome to What's in the Box Wednesdays edition. SWF, Swiss Wine Festival. It is that time of year, woohoo! And man, I'll tell you the forecast, I don't want to jinx it, but yay! So that, I've got some stuff related to that, I got some other stuff. I do want to share with you, we also have this event coming up at the Ogle House, September 13th and 14th. It's a vintage clothing and doodads thrift event, and vendor spaces are available. We have more room, so we can have more vendors this year. So if you have vintage clothing or vintage doodads that you would like to set up and sell, holler at me, reach out to me, shoot me a message. We'll get you all the details and set up. And vendor spaces, free will donation for the nonprofit Bobs. They do like the trunk or treat in our area and things like that. If you like to shop vintage clothing and doodads, we have that option too. Yay, keep it out of the landfill. Don't buy fast fashion. Quality materials, all of that. There is a website, vvthrift.com, or you can look at the Bob's Facebook page. There's an event there, and I have added it to the shop page. So now that the commercials are all out of the way, should we start with some Swiss Wine Festival stuff? Sure. Now, I do have some vintage Swiss Wine Festival posters up in the window, but I didn't want to climb around to pull those out because I finally got them in there, and then I would like, ah! So I have a couple of programs, vintage Swiss Wine Festival programs. This one is from 1996. And it has like advertising, it has all the information, the layout. And then this one is from 1972. Yeah, early days. Look at this. The cover art is by Donna Cole. It's got the advertising, it's got photos, it's got something cut out of it. And this is when it was in town, all up through town and in the alleys and that. So pretty awesome, yes. Cool little bit. I also have a 1972 ceramic trivet for the Swiss Wine Festival. See that? Yeah. And I have this awesome 1973 Swiss Wine Festival embroidered patch. Now that is amazing. Yes. You don't see that one very often, if at all. That one is like, oh, get out. And then I have a bunch of pins. I have more, but they're all repeats of this. So we have from 2005, we have the metal, enameled metal. From 1987, we have the buttons. And I think if you bought the buttons, you got like, you bought it beforehand and then you got like, that covered your admission, I think. This is 83, 82. We have a wooden nickel from 72. It's Swiss Wine Festival, 1972. And then we have the Edelweiss Girls and the Swiss Alpiners. Which, by the way, this is from 1970. And then this, same thing, but from 1969. What happened to the big Alpine horn? Do they still put that in the parade? I don't know. I'll have to look. I'll have to watch for it on Saturday, by the way. So that's going on. So that is my Swiss Wine Festival stuff. I've got some other cool stuff. You want to see it? You want to see my cool stuff? I have a Libby tiki mug, Mai Tai Bar Honolulu. It's heavy too. Like, you could knock somebody out with that. Not that you should be knocking people out. Angie in the library with the tiki mug. Playing Clue. I have this cute vintage, look at the paper on the back of this vintage print in this really cute frame. Look at, yes, I know. You got that one little spot that needs a little like, boop, there you go. So you know I love my airline stuff, right? Love my airline stuff. These are real plates, like real ceramic plates. And these were made expressly for Delta Airlines Abco Tableware, New York. See that? That's when you were on a plane and you got food, like real food on a real plate. You don't get that anymore unless you're flying like first class, and I'm first class enough. I don't need a seat in first class. I would love a seat in first class. Oh my gosh. And then I have this awesome box of glass slides. Now I know you're like, it doesn't show anything. Give me a second. I think I charged this enough. Let's see. Let me try to like, can you kind of see that? So these are glass negatives. That's a graveyard. I don't know if you can see that. Or I don't know if you can, but that's a graveyard, a cemetery. It's hard to show these. This is a group of ladies having a great time. Oh, and there's one over there here drinking out of a thumb jug. They're just being all silly. And then there's this. Is it this one? I only pulled a few. These guys are on top of a barn. These are men on top of a barn. I don't know if you can see them. They're right in the center here with guns. Like, what are they doing? Like, why? Why? I don't know. And I don't know if you can see those. So I'm going to try to find a way to photograph them and I'll post them because glass slides are cool. Why? Because I said so. Don't argue with me. You know you're not going to win because even if you're right, I'm just going to keep talking and talking and I will wear you down with my nonstop yammering. Welcome to life that Jeff has to endure. Jeff, right? Okay, so I've got some really cool vintage clothes. Remember, we have this really cool vintage clothing and doodads thrift event coming up. Woo! So we have that happening. This is the coolest vintage slip. If you do pinup and things like that, this slip, little half slip, right? Has the red embroidery, has the embroidered slit and scallop all the way around. It does have a tag inside, but not the brand. It just says 100% nylon. But that's awesome vintage right there. Now I have some robes and nightgowns. This is Aristocraft. This white robe here. Look at the white one. See this? See how long it is? Long slip dress, gown. We'll do the red ones next, but I want to show this one first before I decide to throw them all on the ground, apparently. It's very simple, but beautifully cut. Very pretty. Has the vintage tag in it. You like my wine festival t-shirt? I love this like heathered purple. grape color. Grape, right? It's grape. Here we have, these three are vintage Fredericks of Hollywood. So this first one is a sheer robe or cover up. And it's like shorty. It's like to here. It's not like a full length to the floor. Then we have, look at it just blowing through the fan, like woo! Then we have this vintage Fredericks of Hollywood. That's this one, right? Yeah. Here I am throwing it on the floor again. I am just not doing this right today, am I? Nope. So this is vintage Fredericks of Hollywood, and it has split straps in the back, and they crisscross, but it's a very beautiful old vintage Fredericks. It does have this little seam that pulled apart that can be repaired, not by me. We know I don't sew. And then this is another vintage Fredericks of Hollywood, similar to that one, and someone knotted the straps so they were like my height, right? Woo! Love it. Love it. So that is the vintage slips and such. That's all up there. Okay, I'm like gonna lose my mind up in here, up in here. So that's it. That's our What's in the Box Wednesday. Wine Festival, tiki mugs, Delta Airlines glass slides, framed artwork, and vintage Fredericks of Hollywood. That is a grab bag indeed. You know what? If you bought all that stuff, you could have one hell of a wine festival weekend. I'm just saying, like, dress yourself up, put some pins on, make a Mai Tai. You got your dinner plates for all the food trucks. You're good to go. Yeah. All right. Hey, we're here today through Sunday. If you saw anything you like, or you're like, I need more details on that, just holler at us. Or if you don't have a voice that carries, feel free to shoot us a message, call, text, passenger pigeon, tin cans. Oh, my tin can is out of order. I think I recycled it. Anyway, we're here today through Sunday, or any other day or time. If you just reach out and say, hey, I'm coming to town, will you come open up? Sure. If I am around, I'm happy to do that. I love to stop cleaning my house and come over and open the job. Sorry, babe. Finish stacking those dishes in the dishwasher wrong. I'll be back in a bit. Did I say that? I did. All right, I gotta go. All right, see you. Bye.